Hey, what is happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you. Today I want to look at a pair that I really wasn't sure about whenever I just saw pictures, but now that I have them in hand, they are really nice. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at the Maniére Jordan 12. So this is actually the first Maniére Jordan collab that I was ever able to grab from the Maniére website. I've tried for just about all of them. I did sleep on the 3s, which I still kick myself for. So that's the only pair that I've actually never had, never did a review of. I've seen and reviewed all of the other drops since then. I was surprised to actually hit these on the Maniére website, but I'll take it. They did cost a little bit more because you had to pay $15 for shipping on top of the $225 that they retail for, and so that is pretty steep, but either way, it always feels good to get a W on a collab like this. Like always, Maniére does a bang up job with the packaging. This, just like all other Jordan and Maniére collabs, has the clear sleeve with the A's all over it, the Maniére emblem, and I think that always comes out pretty cool. You can see whenever you're looking through there that it is just a normal looking Jordan 12 box. So like all other ones, you just pull out the tab and then the box slides out. But then we have an average looking Jordan 12 box. A look at the tag says Women's Air Jordan 12 Retro SP. The colors are black, Burgundy Crush. Like other Maniére releases, this is in women's sizing, so I went with a women's size 12, which equates to a men's size 10.5. And although this looks like your average Jordan 12 box, it does have a little bit of Maniére branding there on the outside. But then my favorite touch, like we've seen on other releases, whenever you open the lid, it's actually got a picture there underneath of the lid. This picture under the lid happens to be from his infamous flu game, in which he was wearing a pair of 12s, of course, but you can see him bent over there, just not feeling so hot. And then the paper, like always, has that same print that we get on the clear outer sleeve. And as much as I like looking at the Maniére packaging, these shoes are gorgeous. Like, I was really surprised by how much I ended up liking these in hand. 12s are not my favorite silhouette, and I like some 12s, but I've just never been like crazy about them. There are some people that really go hard on 12s. I tend to stick with the lower numbered Jordan Retro silhouettes. But that being said, this pair came out beautifully, and I think I actually like these more than the Maniére 4s, if I'm being honest. I generally prefer the 4 silhouette more than the 12, but I just think that this collaboration came out better than what the Maniére 4s did. Like other releases, it did come with this nice keychain, or whatever you want to call it. It says Maniére, and then it's got a Jumpman at the bottom, but that's in that burgundy and black color. I'm going to go ahead and take this off so I can do the review easier. And that was on the left shoe. I really noticed immediately that these materials are about as premium as it gets for Jordan brand. I don't know if the black material on the upper is a suede or if that's considered a nubuck, but it feels so soft, and you get a lot of back and forth action on it whenever you change the direction. It's got all these nice little ripples in it, and it's natural looking. It doesn't look like a fake tumble or anything like that. And then even on this burgundy suede that we have here down on the lower portions, again, it feels very soft, and it just seems like a really premium material. I'm typically not a huge fan of shoes that are primarily black. However, I think that the 12 is one of those silhouettes that always looks good in a black colorway, and I just think these things are dope as dope can be. I love the look of those little Jumpman hits, the little plastic there. It's shiny and almost looks metallic, but I think that's a really nice accent on these. And then I also like those plastic hits. They look like metal. You can see that the bottom one has an A on it, and the one just above that has a Jumpman. But getting into the review, it looks like for most of the perimeter, looks like this rubber is that burgundy color. It's actually a darker burgundy than what we have for the suede on the upper. But then you have these areas of herringbone traction in the forefoot and then under the heel, and that's in a white color, and it really pops off of there. Going across the midfoot, you can see that we have that carbon fiber that we get all the time for Jordan 12s. Here at the front of the shoe, we also have that 23 accent, and then of course the Jumpman in white wrapping up to the midsole area. The burgundy color that we have for the perimeter of the outsole kind of wraps up to the midsole area. And you can see that we've also got, this looks like black towards the back of the heel. We've got the number 23 here at the back of the midsole, and that's in a black color surrounded by that burgundy. Around the midsole is the only place that I see some QC issues, but I do see some glue. I think that this material is really difficult to hide imperfections, so you can see where they got some glue on a little bit of that upper material, but it's nothing that makes me think that they look hideous or anything like that. There are some slight imperfections there though. Then we've also got areas with this lizard skin texture in that burgundy color. And then as we get to the upper, the first material that we'll look at is this nice burgundy suede that we have. It's a pretty hairy suede, and it's very soft. I love the color, and I really like the quality of that material. It definitely feels like it's high end. If you look at it from the edge, you can see that it's a nice thick cut, and you do get a lot of color change whenever you shift the direction of that material. But we have that hairy suede on the outer half of the shoe. Then we also have it there on the inside of the shoe as well. Like I mentioned, we have these little plastic accents, but they almost have like a metallic finish, and that's in like a gunmetal kind of burgundy color, and it looks really nice. This one here on the outside says Jumpman, and then on the inner half of the shoe it's just plain. And then my favorite material on this shoe probably is this black, I think it's a nubuck, that we have for the base of the upper, and it feels so soft. It reminds me of like pigskin, like you would feel on a pretty expensive New Balance or something like that. It definitely has a premium feel to it, and we see that black on basically the whole upper. I've always liked the way that this stitching creates these kind of ribs in the upper, and it looks really nice in this premium black material. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera or not, but you get a ton of color change with direction for that material. I don't know, sometimes that's hard to get on camera, but it definitely feels and looks premium, and you get a lot of shift in the color. I'm not sure if you're able to see all these little ripples in that material or not, but again, it just looks premium, and that kind of adds to that premium look of it. On the right shoe, the tag says Maniére on the back, and on the left shoe, it's more of what we're used to seeing on Jordan 12s, quality inspired by the greatest player ever. I think that's what, yeah. On the left shoe, we have an A at the top of the tongue for Maniére, and on the right shoe we have this black metallic Jumpman at the top of the tongue. I don't know if you can see that or not. Hopefully you can. We got black rope style laces, and it looks like they're kind of like a wax style lace like we get on other Maniére collaborations. They didn't give us any extras, but I think these look nice in there. And I think I already mentioned, but I really like these accents at the top. It's like a gunmetal satin finish, and the bottom one has an A for Maniére, and the top one has a Jumpman. I think that's a nice touch. And the tongue feels like it's the same premium material that we have for the base of this upper. It's that black suede or nubuck, whatever it is. Looks like the sock liner in the back of the tongue is more of that quilted material like we're used to seeing on all Maniére collaborations, and that definitely helps to add to that premium feel. And then down on the insole, it's hard to see, but that's a burgundy color as well. And it's got a white Jumpman down on there. Let me know in the comments what you all think about these. I actually wasn't expecting to like them as much in hand as what I do, but I can say with assurance, I like these a lot more than what I like the Allemand Maniére 4s. I like the 4 silhouette more than 12s, but in this instance, I just think these came out better than what the Allemand Maniére Jordan 4s did. But let me know what you all think about them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.